Very easy to fall back into old habits when you have so much going on. So today we have to talk about it. We have to talk about when you fall into those old habits, or when you feel yourself going in that direction of that slump. You have to speak life into yourself. Happy Self-Love Sunday, ladies. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. Oh my goodness, we are well into July. It has been one heck of a summer already. I don't know about for some of you, but it's been crazy busy and so many things have been going on. I mean, I just, within my company, we were, faced layoffs and lost some good people. On top of it, I'm a parent of, 5 living children, and being a parent, I don't care whether it's single or married, and I happen to be a single parent, it is just rough trying to raise humans and personalities and things of that nature. So it's just been heavy, if that makes sense. And during the heavy times, I don't know about you, but sometimes I fall back into old habits, right? And old habits of being very honest, emotional eating, or just kind of going into this really funky type mode. And funky type mode means like just not feeling it, just, isolation and things of that nature. It can be very easy to fall back into old habits when you have so much going on. So today we have to talk about it. We have to talk about when you fall into those old habits, or when you feel yourself going in that direction of that slump. You have to speak life into yourself. You have to give yourself what I call a fighting chance. So what that means is, for me, every single morning, I listen to something positive to feed my mind. Every single morning without fail, when I get out of the bed, usually it's something with my higher source or higher power, whether it, again, we talk about this all the time, whatever you call it, universe, God, spirit angels, spirit guides, spirit animal, whatever that is, right? Start your day off in that direction. But I also have to speak life into myself, because I am by myself. Do I have people in my life? Yes, but ultimately, you are really, it's just you. So you have to learn how to sometimes speak life into yourself. And what that means for me is, I start off and I'm like, I am light, I am love, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I'm a giver, I'm bold, I am a great mom, I am a great friend. Like, I speak that stuff into myself. And more often than not, when I start to tell myself those things, even if truthfully I'm not believing it in the moment, but because I speak life into myself and I speak positivity, it sets me on a course of, I'm going in that direction, right? like And usually my I ams turn into that's who I am. You know what I mean? It's funny, I used to tell my girlfriend, she did these body builder competitions, and she would be nervous, and I would be like, listen, fake it till you make it. Get up on that stage and you have to pretend you already are the winner. Own every part of your body. And it's the same thing for us, right? We have to fake it until we make it. I am destined for greatness. I love the woman I am, and who I'm becoming. No fear. You got to talk that stuff. You got to talk yourself into it, essentially, because not all the times, listen, I am, filled with positivity, light, love, joy. I love to love, I'm super goofy sometimes, like I love to joke, but there are times when, seriously, like, being very honest, like last night, I just wasn't there, and I started to, I can feel like that shift in me. So what did I do this morning? I turned on something that I needed to listen to get myself, to shift, right? To shift that mood. And sometimes people are not honest. It's like, sometimes you can do that and it won't shift you out all of the way. It's true. But it it really does help lift you, right? So that when you do that, and usually if I'm feeling like that, I'll do something in the morning, my lunch hour, and at night, right? Because it's that consistency that helps build that momentum to keep it going. And then normally I can pull myself out of it, right? So those are the things that I do really to set myself on the course of really just being positive or feeling good about the day, and feeling good about who I am as a person, right? Kind of talking myself into it. That's all it is, you know. And when you do that, you convince yourself eventually, like, hey, you know, I am this, you know, I am bold, I am the bomb, you know, like I am a great mother despite the kids acting crazy. I am a great wife despite my husband is, you know, acting up this week, right? Whatever that is, you know, it's like, yes, listen, I am going to be somebody's great future wife. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because you're single, you have to talk yourself into it. Like, I didn't know I come from good stock. I know I'm this, right? You got to speak those I am. And that's what it is. It's like, I'm telling you, there's something about this, and I spoke about this before, but I'm bringing it back because sometimes we forget, right? Especially when we get stuck in the mundane things of life, you kind of forget to go back to the basics, right? And truthfully speaking, those I am and speaking life into yourself is the basics. To remind yourself every single morning to set yourself on the right course, whether that's prayer, whether that's listening to something. Listen, this stuff that I'm talking about, listen to, it's free. Turn it on YouTube, you know, whatever it is you find inspiration from, listening to that, you know, giving yourself 5 minutes to meditate. Hey, listen, sometimes it's exercising, and being honest with you, I've kind of fallen out of that habit, and I kind of said, okay, it's time for me to get back to that, because I realized that those little routines, those little things that I did that set the course of my day kept me in that positive mode, and I need to have a balance of all of those things to keep myself in the, I guess, feeling how I love to feel. Right? So I give myself that love. I give myself those minutes. I give myself that care. I love myself enough, and I care about myself enough to set me on the right course. I know that I'm human. I know that I'm going to have messed up thoughts. I know the mind is very negative. I know it's going to pull me down. I know it's going to make a situation that I go through 10 times worse than what it really is, right? I know it's going to pull me into fear more over faith than faith over fear. Right? So I know this. So because I do, I have learned to speak life into myself, and you have to do the same. We have to give it to ourselves. I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes, you know, you want somebody to come and just save you and give it to you and give you this word and do all these things. And I think that sometimes having, you know, when someone does that, having someone in your life, a significant other, your pastor and all that stuff, I think that's wonderful. Or friends that can do that. That's wonderful to have, but ultimately, your happiness, your joy, your peace, all lies within you and what you do for yourself. No one else can do it for you. And I know that sounds great. It's like, you know, you want someone else to make you happy. They cannot. They cannot. You have to do it. You have to heal your broken wounds. You have to heal your trauma. You have to heal all that brokenness in you. No one else can do it. Now, they can love on you and it can help, but ultimately, you have to do your work. If you want this life that you talk about, and I hear women and my clients talk about all the time, if you want this life of positivity, joy, and happiness, where you truly can create a life where it's 90-10, 90% of the time I'm on top, 10% of the time life happens. And you know what? Because life happens, my response to it is going to be that I keep myself in that 90 more than I keep myself in that 10, right? But that's your job. You have to do it. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you that. I know that's hard to hear, but we blame all of our feelings and emotions on the person that is with us, or the people who love us the most, right? We tend to act out on them because we is like, oh, it's like they did all these things to me, and that's why I feel this way. They may do something to contribute, but ultimately, your happiness is yours. You have to create that. You have to create those boundaries so they can't do those things to you, right? So I just really wanted to come to you today, very short, very sweet, to tell you, speak life into yourself. Don't forget your I ams. I am beautiful. I am bold. I am powerful. I'm a giver. I am light. I am love. I am thankful. I am grateful. I am blessed. I'm a star. I am successful. I'm a great mom. I'm a great wife. I love that. I am who I am. I am healing. I am growing every single day. Thank you for who I am today. Thank you for all that I will be tomorrow. Speak life into yourself. If you need help learning how to do that, please feel free to reach out to me, Moe Sass Fitness at gmail.com. Moe Sass, and that's MOE, S as in Sam, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, S as in Sam, LLC. On Facebook and Instagram, and that's the same for my email. I love you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you next week.